Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Shameless in Chicago. This is your host, Nin.
And I'm Luke.
And on today's episode, we're going to be discussing what it's like trying something for the very first time.
So what did you try for the first time? Like, is there something that happened
Sex?
recently?
No, I'm just kidding.
Shameless.
Shameless in Chicago, guys. No, I'm totally just kidding. What did I try for the very first time? Honestly, opening this business, starting this podcast, a lot of firsts, getting into the whole content creation business that's literally just started. Nobody's ever done this before.
Yeah, no, this is all kind of untreaded waters for everybody.
Right.
We are like in the Delta Quadrant. Star Trek fan, sorry.
Oh.
But basically uncharted, unknown to man.
No, literally, we're learning everything from scratch. And what makes this generation is so unique is that I'm learning everything by Instagram, by YouTube, by TikTok.
So there's really not like a collegiate course that you can take for this.
No, I mean, yeah,
I mean, you could take marketing.
Could have taken marketing, gone to film school, been a photographer, all of these different things, but I didn't do any of those, and I have no desire to go back to school.
Yeah, on the flip side, I did something in school that I don't think I ever used for my personal life.
What was it?
I studied a lot of foreign languages.
Oh, that's true. I remember that.
Yeah, I studied about 6 when I was a young teenager.
In high school, you studied a lot of languages.
Yeah, so there was English, because we are, come on, I'm always learning, right?
Right.
There's English, there was Russian, Romanian, I had Polish, Mandarin, Chinese, and German. And let me tell you, I think I've only retained my German and my Chinese.
Okay. Well, I mean.
Yeah, I wanted to be an interpreter. That was my kind of like, I want to jump out and do this because no one in my family's ever done. So I asked for dictionaries for Christmas.
Oh, the English to
to whatever language. And
yeah.
I got them. But I never went through with it. I totally wasted all those years of like actual practice and training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was told one day. Well, so first off, I was a burnout in my last year of high school. And so the ACT scores didn't match up to where I wanted to go.
And you wanted to go to this elite school for languages.
I wanted to go to Middlebury Language Academy in Vermont, which is where the Orbit girl went. The Fabulous, she went there.
Oh, wow.
And so did Vince Vaughn.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a couple famous people from there.
What did they study?
I don't know. I didn't read that much into it, and it's a total wiki article, so I could be wrong.
Okay.
But they wanted a 34.
And you had a?
17.
Oh my God, I had a 19.
I had a literal half of what they asked for. And I said, from that point on, I said, I'm going to work in a warehouse.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then one day, a couple years down the road, I told this to someone and they asked me, do you think anyone would hire you as a non-native speaker? And it broke me a little bit.
Yeah.
And this day I say, yes, they would.
They would, yeah.
But back then it was just kind of the final nail in the coffin and I left my dream behind.
That's so sad.
I know, but you know what? Try something new. Learn a new language. Download that Duolingo app and annoy your friends. Just do it.
Dude, this Assyrian kid that I met in Iraq is posting his accomplishments on Duolingo. And I'm like, what language are you trying to learn? And mind you, like back in Iraq, they speak Assyrian, they speak Arabic, they speak English, and they speak Kurdish. They already have 4 languages. He wants to learn another one. And Spanish. He's doing Spanish.
Interesting. So he's in the Middle East wanting to learn Spanish.
Right. I thought that was so interesting.
Is there a big Spanish-speaking population?
Not even a little bit. There's not even a small Spanish-speaking population.
I'm also learning Spanish to try and talk with my boyfriend's family.
Right. But Duolingo is an app that I kind of like want to dabble into.
Do it, honestly, because the memes where the owl breaks into your house and threatens to, delete you are hilarious.
I have not seen those memes.
Oh my God. If you know the memes, you know the memes. But there's like literal memes where the owl will come and break into your house and will say in Spanish, like, you didn't do your training today. It's like threatening you. But it's a really effective way to learn a language.
Yeah.
You get lives in it when you're like writing or doing your courses and stuff. So it starts off with like vocabulary and then it builds into sentence building and grammar. And then it just kind of quizzes you from there and you'll move up from there. And it's a progressive learning course.
I think I should do that with my Italian because I took Italian in high school. I took 3 years of it. And then over the summer, I went to Italy, as you guys can watch on my YouTube channel at Nin's Vlogs. And I was very pleasantly surprised and impressed with myself with how good my Italian was and how much I had actually retained. Because when I was in high school, I was like, we're way too old to be learning a language. My brain says I've already died, blah, blah, blah.
No, that's the worst thing you could ever say to yourself. That's how I started doubting myself. Yes, your brain is plastic up until like the age of 12.
Yeah.
Your brain's plastic until like the age of 12 to learn a language. Sure, that's a fact. But you can still also learn something just by putting in enough work to do it. I still think I'm confident enough to learn the full German language with my fully developed frontal lobe. I can do it. If you put enough work into something, you can really make something of yourself. That's how people succeed in their dreams.
Right, right. So would you ever move to Germany to become fluent? Would you ever move to China to become fluent in Mandarin?
You know, I think I would move to Germany over China.
Okay.
Given the world today, I would absolutely live in Germany over China.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would love to live in Germany. However, I think I would want to move somewhere warmer.
Oh, like where?
Greece.
Oh.
I mean, I love Greece. I want to go up to an old man and ask him if he can show me like how any word is Greek.
Oh, yeah. Give me any word. And I assure you that word is Greek.
I found out that man's dead now.
Yeah, he passed away.
You just watched the My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3 movie?
I have not watched it
Not that great, but it's still heartwarming.
That's what I heard. It
was
wasn't
still
that
heartwarming.
great.
You know, you got to watch it at this point.
You do.
Forgot they had a daughter.
Yeah.
Now she's grown up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would love to live in Greece, though. I see all like the colorful photos and stuff. I'm not really sure how it's there living as an actual expat, but outside looking in, looks amazing. Would you want to live anywhere outside of the U.S.?
You know what? While I was in Italy practicing like my Italian, and I was like, it's not that bad, I would actually live in Italy for a little bit, maybe like 6 months or a year, and just really improve my Italian.
So, you've been to, you know, Iraq, Italy, Dubai. You wouldn't want to live in Dubai?
No.
Why not?
It's just desert, really.
Oh. Their beaches aren't beautiful enough.
I have beaches here in Chicago.
Like, that's true.
If I'm leaving somewhere, I want to gain something. And so like in Italy, I would be gaining a language. But in Dubai, English is such a wide spoken language there. Everybody speaks English there that Arabic isn't really used. Like, of course, it's used amongst the people, but it wouldn't be the place that you would go to learn Arabic.
Right. It's a tourist destination.
It essentially is. And then also, like, there for people to work and to send money back home and all of that. Yeah, personally, I think I would move to Iraq before I would move to Dubai.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, because in Iraq, like, I have so many languages to learn. It's also my homeland, right? Would you move anywhere solely just to learn the language? Like, remember we had that teacher in high school who moved to China and she learned Chinese.
That's true. I think, yes, I would. I think I would say yes. But I would want to, I feel like I'm the person who has to move somewhere where it's, hey, turn on the lights.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
I feel like I'm that person that has to move somewhere where the language outside of that region is completely useless.
Oh, really?
Like, let's move to Iceland. And then no one speaks Icelandic outside of Iceland, you know?
Yeah.
I want to be like, I speak Icelandic, and everyone's going to say, cool. And no one's going to ask you about it because no one knows what you're saying anyways. It's all gibberish to them.
Isn't it like a form of Dutch?
Is it?
It is, I think.
Is
so.
it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so maybe people in South Africa can understand me.
Oh, Dutch or Danish, something like that.
Or I don't know where else. Would you move somewhere like more like
third world country?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I just said I would move to Iraq. I mean,
Is that third world though?
You don't have like their lights go off randomly.
Second world.
Would you ever move somewhere that does not allow you the same privileges that America does? For example, There was this girl I was watching on YouTube, and she lived in an African country. I forgot which African country she lives in, but she's an African YouTuber, and she shared that their water will randomly cut off, and then that they have to go and get water. So would you ever do that? Would you, like, we here are so blessed that anytime we turn on the faucet, the water comes on. Anytime we turn on the shower, we want to do laundry, and we're not concerned if we're going to have water or not.
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think I could. I don't think I could go somewhere that has plumbing that's less than what I have now.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. I can't.
I know.
I'm not cultured in that way.
I know. I mean, I don't think it's a cultural thing. I think it's just what you've been exposed to your entire life.
Right.
And we recognize that we're blessed to live here. We recognize the privileges we have living here for sure. And if there was a way we could make sure that everyone has access to running water and electricity 24/7, I would love that.
Now, would you live on a desert paradise island?
No.
I think I would live on a deserted paradise island.
What's a deserted paradise island?
So, like, it's like when you close your eyes and you have, like, your little island that's maybe the size of 2 football fields. It's covered in trees that have vegetation and has everything you need to eat and survive and build a shelter. If I was offered something like that, I would definitely give it the old, like, 3-month try.
Are you living alone?
I take my boyfriend and my cats.
That's it?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Automatically.
You
no.
get internet.
No.
No?
No.
No.
No. There's this.
Well, how about if you can say, okay, let's widen the scenario. It's your paradise island.
No.
You get to make it what's yours, including the people.
No. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. There's this saying in Arabic that my dad told me about, and it's paradise without people is not a paradise, which is true because you could be in the fanciest hotel, but if it's empty, it's boring, you know? And if you're surrounded by people, the people you're surrounded by is what makes it beautiful, you know? And then, for example, people who pick their roommates, right? You are actively choosing who you're living with. And sometimes those roommate situations go bad, right? Like, that's why they say never move in with your best friend, because one day you and your best friend can end up in a situation where you're no longer best friends. And we've seen that happen time and time again. And so if I just picked this paradise island and picked and chose all these people to live with, I would obviously pick people that I know that I like, but it's not to say that we could live peacefully on this island. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I guess my extension of that is I get to go to the paradise island whenever I want and go back. I have my cake and eat it too.
So you just want to own a private island?
Yeah. I hear there's one up for sale.
There's one for sale all the time.
I guess like going on my island, just it sounds exciting in the thought of it, because you can say, oh, I can do whatever I want. I'm excited to start a fire. I'm excited to go out and hunt fish and spear them. But in all reality, I think I'd feel really bad for killing the fish.
Okay, so then let's bring you back to reality, because right now you have Jeff Bezos money in your head. But let's do Luke money, okay?
Stop. You just stole trillions from me. My island just became a pile of sand in the backyard that my dog ran through.
Speaking of Jeff Bezos money, can we just talk about how these corporations have millions and billions of dollars, yet there was like no Black Friday sales? Like, you guys are making
because they know you're going to go out there anyways and spend the money.
Yeah, but they're making record-breaking profits, yet they only lessen down a couple of things.
I can't stand millionaires.
They're billionaires now.
Well, yeah, they're just racing to space. This is just like this. You know, South Park came out with a new special, and I'm not a big South Park fan, but
yeah.
You know, some of them are a little funny.
Mm-hmm.
And this one had like no one knew how to do shit anymore.
Oh.
So they all were calling the handyman. And the handyman was booked up because people were paying him more and more money to get their work done faster because all the handymen were booked.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of it, the handyman had become so rich that they just ignored all of the people asking them to do their stuff and built spacecrafts and raced each other into space.
Oh, wow.
And I thought, man, if that's not Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos right now.
It really is.
I thought it was a really great special. It was perfect. Give it a watch.
No, I mean, what was interesting about today, about going Black Friday shopping, is that Walmart parking lot was empty. I went at 9 a.m. Okay, remember, guys, when people used to be waiting in the parking lots right after they had eaten their Thanksgiving dinner?
Or skip Thanksgiving altogether.
Right, just to go shopping. I mean, I'm glad we're not on those days, but
Macy's ran a commercial on Thanksgiving that said, remember, we're not open today, so you'll have to do all your shopping online.
oh, wow.
Yeah, they ran that on Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's good. I'm
I
glad.
know, me too.
I'm glad. But Walmart was empty. I went at 9 a.m. I was expecting things to be gone. And no, the parking lot was literally like, to put into perspective, I was literally the second car parked next to the doors.
So there were no deals?
There were some deals. Like I bought a Gurmia like air fryer type of thing. It's like a double oven air fryer type of thing. That was $50. That was a good deal. And I'm here for that one.
Did you see how much those AirPod Maxes were? Did they come down at all?
Well, we saw the Beats Solo 3s, and that's what Armand got, and those were $100. They were $99.
Oh,
yeah,
that's not bad. So are those over the ear? Or are they like in
yeah,
the...
they're literally what we're wearing right now, over the ears.
That's so nice.
Wireless, Bluetooth, very nice headphones. That was a good deal, but that's a deal every single year. So that was that. But we went to the mall. The mall was on crack. But the deal sucked. I went to Athleta. Athleta was 30% off your entire purchase, not even 30% off individual items, which I thought was a scam because Athleta gives its employees 50% off each item. So they could have definitely afforded to get more. And you know what? Athleta was dead. Nobody was in there. And it's like, if you guys would have done 50% off the entire store, that store would have been empty. They would have made record-breaking profits. But they didn't. And Zara had select items with a pink circle for 40% off.
But here's my thing, though. How are they going to not down market when the Zara clothing literally dissolves after you wash it?
Zara is also... Dude, Zara, people have been giving them shit for their website. Zara's shit is going down because they have competitors as Shein. What I didn't know is that Zara and H&M, Forever 21, all three of those are considered fast fashion companies.
Yes, H&M is. So to put that into perspective, H&M clothing. I used to love H&M clothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a pair of shorts that would be in my rotation and whatnot. The smallest tug they gave way to, and my entire ass lay bare from a.
No way.
Yep, just a one swift tear.
Wow.
They're basically made of paper. Their clothes are the fastest fashion.
And you know what? H&M in Italy, oh my God, Zara in Italy is a whole different ballpark.
Because you cannot mess with the Italians or the French on their fashion. They will riot.
Their fashion is incredible. I literally bought a dress from there. It was 19 euros, which, mind you, is like nothing. It's not expensive. 19 euros is, I think, what, equivalent? At one point, it was equivalent dollar to a dollar.
I don't know the conversion rate. I've never been out of the continent.
Yeah, I don't really know the conversion rate either, but basically, it's not that far off, which is like 19 euros is probably like 23 US dollars. That's really not that much off. But in America, I could not get the same thing, and I would get shitty fabric on top of that. On top of paying so much money, I would get shitty fabric.
Yeah, I definitely marked them off of my list. I'll only go there if I literally need a quick outfit.
And that's what's been so annoying to me is that I have not been enjoying my fashion sense. I've literally just been wearing the same thing that I typically wear, which is like black leggings, black shirt, brown shirt if I'm trying to be changing up a little bit. But it's like I want to wear different things, but it's so expensive. 2, the quality continuously is going downhill. And 3, I feel like nothing is like properly fitting my body the way that I want it to. Either something is too big and they're like body positivity, let's make it too big. And then they're like body positivity, let's make it skanky. And it's like, bro, I want to dress modest. I want to cover my body, but not in a way where I'm wearing a freaking baggy ass t-shirt
Or a muumuu.
Yeah, exactly.
So shopping no longer sparks joy, no longer excites you.
No.
So what does?
honestly?
Yeah.
In the winter, because we're in the winter fall time right now, what has been exciting me as soon as I wake up is that I can't wait to go back to sleep at night. It's just like scrolling through my phone and watching TV at the same time.
So you are in hibernation mode.
I really like hibernation mode, guys. That's exactly what I'm in. Like, as soon as I wake up, I'm like, okay, like, I guess I got to do stuff and continue on with life. But as soon as it's like 9, 10, 11 o'clock, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to just light my candle, go on my phone, put on the TV for background noise, and just chill.
That's it?
Bro, yeah, oh my God.
Are you depressed?
No, thank God. Thank God I am not depressed. But it's what excites me. It's like, it's so calming. I feel like with this weather, like it's cold. You just want to be cuddled up under a blanket, you know?
Yeah, I kind of want to be in that. I keep seeing these AI videos that I think you are the reason I keep seeing them on our algorithm on our shared Airwave Studio Instagram.
Okay.
It's like these cabins where it's like it's all glass paneling during a rainstorm or in a winter storm. And I look at that and I know it's all an AI generated video.
Yeah.
But gosh, that's where I want to be.
No, I swear.
And I hate you for showing me these things without even showing me these things.
But these places do exist, like Vail, Colorado, for example. When the snow falls, you can rent like an Airbnb or like a hotel.
Okay, but I want to live there.
They have like literally floor to ceiling windows, and they're beautiful cabins, and you just get a view of like the mountains and the snow, and it's like, that's beautiful. If I had the money, what would excite me is to go traveling to these places. But right now we're operating off of a broke girl budget.
A broke they budget.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a broke they budget.
Who's they?
You and I.
Oh. So what excites you?
So what excites me?
Since you're judging me for going into hibernation mode.
I have a little fire pit in I have this little fire pit in my backyard, in my little back porch area. And I like to feel like a little hunter-gatherer Oregon Trail man and start a little fire in this nice fire pit you probably can buy at Home Depot. I almost take it as a personal challenge. We live in a very wet sometimes area.
Mm-hmm.
And so my wood's often wet and moist. I gotta cook it essentially.
Yeah.
So I had to get a bunch of tinder together and like cook this wood.
Tinder?
Tinder, like Tinder thoughts and hey! Hey! What the hell, man?
Why is it not operating?
You gotta get past the metal, the tube. The sensor's past the tube. There you go. Yeah, Tinder's just another word to like stuff that builds a fire. Like,
so wet, moist Tinder. Got it. Wow, I didn't know camping was so
fun.
hot. Get it?
You disgust me.
Oh my God. That was a good one.
But she got a match. Ah! But I enjoy having, and so if the wood's wet, I take it as a challenge. Like I have to cook the wood, I have to cook all this water out, and I have to burn it because I think my father's probably looked out and he said, that boy's trying to start a fire again.
Anyways, apologies.
No, but literally I'll just have a little fire. My dog will hang out with me outside and we'll see a field mouse that lives in the wood pile.
Oh, okay.
And the dog will smell the mouse. He'll be alerted to the mouse, but too late. Because the mouse is already hidden again.
Okay.
And the mouse will continue to play hide and seek with the dog.
Aw. It's like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. And I watch it.
Uh-huh.
I realize that I'm essentially just watching Tom and Jerry again as an adult in real life. But I'm a little afraid for what happens when Tom finds Jerry. Jerry's gone.
Oh, I swear.
Yeah. And, we have some new visitors in our backyard.
Ooh.
We got some new Ring cameras, the spotlights.
Oh.
And for those of you who don't know, we have an orange cat. His name is Peanut. He's an orange cat with white paws and white chin.
Mm-hmm.
On the cameras, they're super sensitive. Like the light keeps turning on, the floodlight.
Yeah.
And it's right next to my sliding glass door, so it's a little freaky. And there's this cat outside in our backyard, and it looks just like our Peanut.
Oh, wow.
And so I keep on thinking our Peanut's outside. But no, this Peanut clone is
Oh.
out here hunting my mouse that my dog plays with.
Oh,
I know. Bastard.
that makes me kind of sad for the cat.
He's used to it.
Is he somebody's cat in the area?
I don't know. I never pet him before.
But have you seen him in the camera with like a little chain?
No collar, no.
Okay. Well, I hope he finds a home.
Me too. We had a little black cat wander in our yard last year, so I think we might be a cat safe haven for the winter. I like to put out little, so like if you want, you can like cut out little like storage containers and you can put hay in them. And so like the hay keeps the cats warm, like they can go into it, but hay doesn't absorb water, so it doesn't freeze. So like you can't put towels. If you put towels out, the towels will get wet and the towels will freeze and the cats will die of hypothermia because they're laying on ice. So when I lived in the city and stuff, we would cut out the storage containers, put a little cat hole in it, put some hay in there or some straw, anything that doesn't absorb really, and you can keep your cats, your alley cats, safe for the winter.
So do you put hay and a towel or no towel?
No towel at all. There's no towel.
But does the hay keep them warm?
The hay keeps them warm. The hay is an insulator, and so all the water will essentially fall through the hay into the bottom of the storage container and run out.
Oh, okay.
Or freeze or whatever. I don't know. But the point is keep the cat off the snow and the water.
Okay. Well, fun fact.
Keep your strays safe.
Right. And so that's what excites you, is just having a nice little fire.
Animals excite me.
Animals?
I love, you know what? Every day I come home, my cat lays on his side and shows me his belly.
Aww.
I pick him up and I hold him to my chest and he boops my nose with his nose and he just gives my nose a little bite. A little bite. And he snuggles me under my chin. He holds me like he's hugging me.
Aww.
I love my cat. My cat brings me joy.
Aww.
I miss him.
That's like a little bit of love.
I love him.
Oh, that's adorable. Well, we also love our listeners, and we would like to extend our thank you to all of you that have been listening to us, that have been keeping up with us in Shameless in Chicago. And that is all we have for you guys today.
Yes, thank you for joining us. I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving. We hope your holidays coming up are amazing and full of joy.
And don't forget to book us here at airwaves_studio. Send us a DM. Follow us on Instagram. We have Christmas trees all set up. You can also listen to this podcast on YouTube. We have the video uploaded for all of you guys to watch us record or just play it on your TV while you're cleaning. But we have Christmas trees set up and everything. We're ready for you this holiday season. I hope you guys have a safe and amazing holiday.
And definitely remember, it's amateur hour out there. So if you are going out for any of these holiday nights, New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, or if you're going out in general, take an Uber, save a life.
Yeah, everyone, please stay safe out there.
All right, everyone. Join us next time for when Nen completes a 64x64 Rubik's Cube while also competing in a knockout dragout with Jake Paul in the octagon.
Oh my gosh. I'd be out. Gone.
You can't complete the Rubik's Cube?
I would not, no.
Weak sauce.
Oh my gosh. I'll have Justin Bieber do it for me because he completes Rubik's Cubes.
Oh my God, Jake Paul, over and out.
Oh my God. All right. Thank you everyone for joining us. Have a good one.
Good
Bye.
night.